Now my screen is visible to you?
Not yet.
Mm,
It's blank. Yeah,
uh,
visible.
okay. Now the thing is that we have done something like a plus b, x plus y, a plus b. Now I have taken two more variables, int c equal to 10, or you can say int c equal to 100, and you can say divided by 6. Okay, when I run this, it will give me 16. Okay, what it is doing that uh, what it is doing is it is sorry, yeah, 100 is there, and if I'm divided by 6, so it says 6 1 the 6 4 40, and then 6 is the 36. Okay, and say 16. But if you see that it is giving me 16, but what I want,
We have given it as int, right? It is the
uh,
reason, right?
pardon?
We have declared the variables as int.
Yeah, I have declared the variable as int.
That is the reason, right? If it was float or long.
We will get to that as well. I will change, but first I will see that what it is doing. Now it is giving me 16.
Huh.
Okay, if you see, sorry, this is 96. 16 6 is 96. I want
Hmm.
this remainder, but it is
Okay, okay,
giving me this one.
okay.
If it is nothing at all, that means it is completely visible. It will give me nothing, or you can say give me 0. Okay, I want the
Hmm.
remainder. This
What?
thing I
Okay,
want.
reminder.
Remainder.
Okay.
This thing. This is a
Hmm.
remainder. I want this one. But
Yeah.
what it is giving me? It is giving me this thing. 16. What is this? This this is a quotient. I think so. If I remember, this is a
Yes.
quotient. Okay, this is a
Quotient.
divisor, and this is a remainder.
Reminder.
Okay, so it is giving me the quotient, but I want the remainder. Why I want the remainder, you will get in to know in time that why I want remainder. Now, if you are saying that I have to do with float, okay, float, float, okay. Now,
Okay, float also will give us the quotient only. I'm not sure about the
yeah,
reminder.
okay.
True.
So why I want remainder. Now, suppose there is a program in which you have to find the uh, I can say even numbers out of first 50 numbers. You want to find the sum of numbers which are even in the first 50 digits. You know, first 50 digits, it's 1 to 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And
Yeah.
out of this 50 digits, I want the sum of even digits. So, how can you find the even digit? Can you tell me?
Hmm.
Okay. So, if it is perfectly divided by 2, now
Hmm.
perfectly divided by, this means that in the remainder, I will get the remainder as 0. Now, if I divide it by 2, 2 into 50, 100. So the remainder is 0. If this is 98, 2 4s are 8, then 2 8 is 16, 48. So everything, 49, sorry. So if the remainder is 0, I know that it is completely divisible by 2, and that number is a even number, because to find an even, to find an odd, if it is completely divisible by 2, then it is a even. If it is not, then it is a odd number. But I want to find the even digits in first 50 numbers, or you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, now there is a small thing that is known as percentage. If I
Hmm.
do this, then if I run this, now you see 4.0. Or
Okay.
in the case of int, it will give me 4.
Hmm.
Okay, now I know, suppose if I want to find the, you can say, even numbers between 1 to 50, I will say 4 int I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 50, and say I plus plus. Okay. Now, if I say now, now how to know that that particular number is even or not? Now, if this, if say I will tell you here only.
Hmm.
Uh, I will just okay, if c divided by 0, say c is equal to equal to 0, then the number is even. Okay, now I'm passing this number, and I will just say c divided by 2. Okay, now c divided by 2 equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then that is a number is even. Now if I run this, number is even. Now if I divide it by 99, else number is odd. Okay, now if I run this, you see 99 is odd. If I say 97, again run this, number is odd. Say 96, again the number is even. So this will give me that that particular number is even or not. Now after that you have exercise that you have to tell me the sum of even numbers between 1 to 100. You have to include 100 as well.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Now suppose there is a some loop is going on. Suppose I am saying, if I remember, I say int y, or you can say h equal to 0, h is less than uh, equal to 10, and say h plus plus. Now there is a condition in which I want like s by s, oh, and I will say h. Okay. Now you know that it will print 0 to 10.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want that it should not print 5. So what should I do?
It should not print 5. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. Maybe we'll give an if statement after for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If h equal to 5,
If h
nothing. Yeah.
equal to 5,
Hmm.
yeah, right.
Um, we will open some braces and we'll give nothing. Will that work if we don't give anything?
No, that is the
Okay.
thing. Suppose if I'm say I want that I also want that 8 should not be print, 9 should not be print.
Hmm.
Okay. So what will I do? First of all, there is a word known as continue.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Now if I say run it, now you see 5 is not there.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Now
Continue.
if I want that only suppose h is 5, I have done. Now if I want that it should print till 4, not after that. So what will you do?
Then we can change the condition in for statement, right?
What we can write here?
H less than or equal to 10 is there, right? Instead of that, we can give 4, right?
But I want only if I suppose if I say 4, but what I want, it should print till 4, not after that.
That's
Sorry.
what for that. In that
Hmm.
condition, can't we edit the for statement?
Suppose if you're saying that it is a 4, so what will it do? It will not print 4, but 5, 6, 7, 8. But what
No,
I
not
want,
here. For
mhm,
statement. For
here,
statement.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Here itself we can edit it, right?
yeah,
If we give 4,
yeah. But sometimes what happens, I know that I don't want it here, but what happens? This number is dynamic. Suppose this number is 8 sometimes, suppose this number is 5 sometimes, suppose this number is 2 sometimes, suppose this number is 9 sometimes. So
okay.
how can we do that? You're saying that you will go for this loop only, but sometimes what happens, this number is dynamic. But in the but it is if it is inside the for loop, and if say we have two loops, like for loop inside the for loop. When we go for the rows and column, first we read the
Hmm.
row, then we read the column one by one. So in that we have a for loop inside the for loop. So that will be a dynamic case. So how can we do that? I want that, suppose if I want that only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 should be print, and after that it should not print anything. The
Break.
loop,
Is it break instead
yes,
of. Okay.
yes, that should be the keyword, break.
Okay.
Okay, this is a fundamental that now if it say 4, it will break. It will not print. Now if I want 4, I will just say,
No.
okay, because print statement is after this. Now suppose, what will I do? I will just comment here and do it here. Okay, right
Hmm.
now I am just commenting this one. Okay, now if I run this, now it will give me 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want, I uncomment this one, and I want that it should print till 6. No 7, no 8, no 9, no 10. So what should I give with the value of 5? It should print till 6.
7.
Now if I gave the 7, now 7 is there. But I want,
Oh,
so
it will execute. Okay. Okay.
you have to
No, it
print
will be
here
6.
because the print statement is above the
Yeah,
if
yeah, right, right.
statements.
Hmm.
That's why. So you have to be
Yeah.
very careful when you are giving the if statement, and what are the things you are going to do with that particular variable at what time. So now if I run this again, now it says 6. Okay,
Hmm.
so you have to be very careful when you are working with the if statements. Okay, so what is the difference between break and continue? That continue will
Skips
skip
that
the
particular number
particular particular condition. It will skip the particular condition, but
condition.
it will not break the loop.
Break the loop. Yeah.
But break will break the loop instantly when the condition meets.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is a very good question for interview and for can say for self only. Okay, now if I say, now where is this loop is helpful? I'm just going to say you that it is helping in rows and column. Now what happens sometimes when you say you have Excel with you, you have been Excel with you in which you have username, then can say password, and you have given a task to apply on a login page. You have different usernames. Suppose U1, then U2. Okay, then and similarly you have P1, then P2, and now you have some username and you have some password. Now what will you do? You will can say iterate through each row, then each cell. Okay. Now what will you do? You will get the number of rows first. Then after the number of rows, when you get in the number of rows, you will get the number of columns. This is a thing like for loop inside for loop. If I give you the example, suppose here a int rows equal to 7 and int columns equal to 2. Okay, now how will this loop work? For say int k equal to say we are starting with 1, say k is less than equal to uh,
Rose.
rows and k plus plus. Now at this instant it will go for the first row. Now it has entered the first row. Now to enter the first cell I have the number of columns. Now again inside loop say for int say uh, b equal to again 1, say b is less than equal to false, and say b plus plus. Okay, now here you will read the first cell. Now k will be 1. Now if you say this will be 1 1, first row first column, this will be 1 first row second column. If I just give you the diagram of this, what it will be like. Okay, suppose these are the rows. Sorry. Okay, now again, now again, now when the first when the loops enter for the first time, you can say in rows, first row first column, this say first row first column, then first row second column. Now it comes out the inside loop, this loop, it will come of inside this loop, and now k will increment. Now second row first column, again go inside the loop, second row second column, again outside the loop, again third row first column, third row second column. You are getting that what I'm doing?
Yes, yes, right.
Okay, so this is how we use for loop. Okay, so this is the thing which is very helpful when we are reading the Excel data. Okay, now let's move forward and say I will add one more class. Uh, okay, say new class and say my second file.
I'm sorry, I missed what you were
Mhm.
saying. I had a disconnection.
Okay, so
Disconnect
you
for
know
like
that what we are doing the Excel part. You
yeah,
know
yeah,
this.
this one I understood. Yes.
Okay, this you understood. Now I'm just
Yes.
moving forward, and I'm just adding the new class. Okay, my second file in which
Okay.
I will tell you something more about the strings. Now suppose you have some string str1 and it says uh, you can say uh, today is fine day. Okay, again you have string str2 and it says the same thing, that today is fine. Now you want to compare two strings. So what you will do, most of the students, what will they do? They simply like SYS O and say str1 equal to str2. I know that this will give me can say true. Now you say it will give me true, but this is a wrong approach. This is wrong approach, because sometimes what happens, like these things doesn't work in the bigger projects. Why it is not working, I don't know, because it has happened with me. So what I found out, that we have to use inbuilt class of in the string in which it says str1 dot equals str2. Okay,
Mm.
so when I say this again, this is true. So as this is the inbuilt function dot equal, so it is the most safest way of doing the comparison.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, now suppose if I want to look through this string, I want every character, everything. Now how can I do that? I can say int char equal to str1 dot, there is another thing, that is length. If we say the length of the sequence of characters represented by this object, okay, the number of Unicode units in the string. Okay, now if I say length, okay, now if I say, it will give me the length. If I run this, it will give me 17. So my question is for you, in this 17, if space is counted or not? Yes. Hello, Anjana. Hello.
Yeah, having some
I'm
network glitch. I'm not sure
o-
about
okay. Okay. Maybe the
it.
network
Tell me,
glitch.
sorry.
Yeah. If you what I have done, this is string str1. Now I have counted the characters in this string by the way of str1
Okay.
dot length.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Now what I am asking is that when I run this, it will give me 17.
Okay.
I am asking that this 17, is this space is included in this 17 or not?
Yes, it is included.
Yes, absolutely right. That space is included in the characters. Now suppose if I want to, can say, print all the characters, or say first of all, just we look out now how to, can say, yes. Now if I say, if I want to print the first character,
Okay.
I will say str1 dot
One.
char at and index number. Now if I say 2, okay, now you see what it will give it to us. Now it will give us d.
D. D.
D. So this no will know us that it is started from 0, 0,
Zero.
1, 2. Okay, now I want to print all the characters. So how can I do that?
All the characters.
Yes, I want to print all the 17 characters, whether it is a space or not.
We should include a for loop, right?
Yes, we will include the for loop. So can you guide me for that?
Yeah. For
Mm-hmm.
um, int j equal to 0,
Mm-hmm.
j less than or equal to chars,
Okay.
j plus plus.
Okay. Then how to,
Is that fine?
yeah, we will see. Just try it.
Okay.
So,
str one dot caret
mm,
j.
yes.
Caret inside brackets j.
Okay. J. Okay. Now let's
Hmm.
see what should it will give us. Now, if you see,
What's this error?
it has it has typed the today is fine day, but it says index out of bounds. Why?
Notice. I'm not sure.
Just try it, because if you see that
Oh,
our characters is 17
hmm.
and we have started with 0, because when I say 2, what it will give me? D.
D.
And that means this is you can say today, at this is a D position. Now it means 0, 1, 2. Just think it carefully, because at the second, if I say caret 2, index is 2 and it is giving me D.
Okay,
So
I should be giving as less than chars. J
yes,
less than chars, not
yes,
equal to
yes, that's the thing. Okay, because you are starting with 0.
0. Yeah, right. Hmm.
Okay, that's why you are uh, giving less than.
Yeah,
You will
I
not go for
understood.
the equal. Okay, so you
Yeah.
have to be very careful when you're working with these things, because this
Mhm.
error will come most of the times.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now I know that we have print and it has print space as well. Now, what I want that after the first space, it should stop printing.
Okay.
It should print today only.
Okay. I know that we have to give some condition like if,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you
I'm
have
not
to give
sure
some
how to
condition.
check if space. If
You can
caret
check.
J equal to in string, I mean in double quotes, should we give space?
Now, if I say, suppose, uh, say, if you are giving for this, like here, uh,
Hmm.
here, now is equal to, yes, your work, you are saying space.
Double quotes and space.
Okay,
Space inside double quote. No,
okay.
it's showing error.
No, it will not give you any error. Okay, it is giving me error. So, what should I do? It's what it
What is
says.
the error?
Couple operate types char and string. It is giving you a character.
No, I didn't get it.
It says incompatible operator types char and string. We know that double quotes is a string.
String.
So,
Okay.
and if you
Without
see,
double quotes,
if without double quotes, now if I say this one, what should I compare it with?
huh, that's what I'm not sure about this.
Try it.
Single quotes and space.
Uh, Single quote, but again it will say the same error. In
This is double.
because you have to like, now this is the error. It says incompatible operator types char and string. Now I know that it is a string. Double quotes means that it is a string. So there is some
So there
problem.
we use single quotes, right?
You can say this one, this one.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, if you say, yeah, what will I do next?
Break.
Okay. Break. Okay. Now, let's say, run this. Okay. Now, it has been today.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, you are doing in the fine way. Or, like, if you say single quotes, maybe suppose if I want you to do in this way, so how will you do it?
Which way? I'm not understand.
Yeah, uh, this is the thing. It is giving me error. I don't want you to change this.
Okay.
Hmm. Now if you see the error, incompatible operand types char and string. Can we
Hmm.
convert char to string?
Okay. I don't know.
Okay, let's try it. Even I don't know whether it will work or not. Say to string. No, it will give you an error. So you can do one thing. What you can do? You can say char where one equal to str caret j, because it will taking a single character. Okay, and where
Okay.
one, okay, again it will give you error. So you can't.
No single quotes.
Okay, so you have to be. Uh, the thing is that we have to do it like that, this way. Now you have achieved this as well. Now I want. Now if you say, suppose there is no break. Okay, or I will just, what I will do. I will just comment this one. Okay, and if I run this, it will print all the things. Now
Hmm.
what I want, that the difference, say I will comment this one, comment this one. Okay, run this. It just says today is fine day. Now I don't want any space between this. It should be in the regular thing. So what will you do? That today, then the space should not be there. It should write is just below the today, then fine just below the is. There
Yes.
should be
Okay.
no space.
Hmm. Okay. We should give continue instead
Okay.
of break.
Mm-hmm.
Continue needs to be given, right? The same as the one we did before.
Okay. eh, Continue. Okay. Now if I run this, okay, today is fine day. Okay. So you will get the difference between continue and break.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the thing. Sometimes this can say this is a thing that will come in the interview. They will give you the string and say type till this, type till this,
Here,
type till
one
this.
question I have here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once it sees continue, it goes back again to the for loop, right?
Yes. If you want to
Ah,
see, we can check it that here. Say here. I applied the breakpoint. Now, if I run with debugging option, now it stops here. I'll say F6. Now, what is the? It's in the zero. Mm, where it is today. Now J is 1, 2. 3, 4. I think so. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, say F6. Now go with the continue. It's now if you see if I press F6, which is line by line, it will not
Mm.
go to this. It will just go to the starting of loop. You
Okay.
see, it will just go to start of the loop. But in case of break, if it is go to the break, it just exit the loop and go to this statement, or you can say after the for loop statement. Okay, so this way your code runs. That in the case of continue, it will skip the particular condition, but loop will continue. But in the case
Okay.
of break, it will exit the loop at at that instant if they met the loop, if they met the condition. Sorry. Okay. Now suppose if I say int g and I will say str1 dot index of and say I will enter double quotes with space. Okay, and I will say sys o yeah and say g. Okay, now I'm going to comment this one. Okay, now what will I do? I will run this again. Now it says 5. So what is this 5? You see,
Position of that space.
yes, it will give me the position of the first space.
Mm.
Okay, now what will I do? I say str1 equal to str1 dot substring g. Okay, and what will I do? So yes, so and I will again print str1. Okay, now if I say run this one, okay, so what it has done? Suppose if I say okay, so what it has done?
Um,
Hmm, what it has done? Now if I see, if you see,
mm,
it will give the first space number, that is 5. Now if I say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when I say substring g, now what
mm,
will it do? Substring g means at the position number 5, it will it will delete all the data before the number 5. If you see, suppose string plus 1. Now if you see, there is a gap between this. Okay, now if I save it and run it again, now you see is
mm,
find a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now fifth number is a space. When I go with the 5, the g, the 5, then what will it do? It will include the space as well.
mm.
You see, this includes space. Now what it has done, it has started with the 5. If you see 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Started with the 5 and delete all the things, all the characters before 5. But it has not delete the character number 5.
Okay.
It has it has delete all the characters before sector 5. It's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I would want that the space should not be there. So what will I do? I will just write this and do this. Okay. Now suppose if I say a plus 1 and say 2. Now what it will do?
Is only is it?
Okay, it will give
No.
me error out of bound. Okay. Now say I will give you as a 1. So again, it will give me an, it will again say out of bounds. So you have to tell me that why it is giving me error. This is your homework. That why it is giving me error. Okay, now, suppose if you are doing this,
Because you're
what
telling,
your voice is breaking.
you're planning to first pick
No,
characters and you're
yes,
going for this character.
yeah, I'm planning
Maybe if you
to.
give us
If I give,
7 or 8, maybe it will print from there.
okay, let's go with the 7. It is printing me I.
I
Why?
seventh
Now, now
uh, character.
it is giving 7. That 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Does
But
it go this way or from left to right?
now, if I say 7, 1, now the comma means after 7 means it starts with the right. 1, 2,
Oh,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you see, you have to remember
okay.
when we started with the left side, it starts with 0. But when we start with the right side, it starts with 1.
Okay. But why
Okay,
does it go
yeah,
from
but you don't you will get confused. You do this when I will tell you when to do this type of thing. Now, first remember that we are going with substring. Suppose G, it is if the space is at uh, option, then it will take that particular option, and I said, yeah, it is that if I say the no, if I say now the space will include it. So if it's the space is at 5 number, so what is done? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will take that number and it will delete all the things before that.
Mhm.
Okay. So right now
Okay.
you have to remember this. Okay, that it with the number which is there, which I give there, it the characters before that number will all will be deleted. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, now just remember this, the stub string. Now, where this is helpful. Now, if you see, go to some sites. Okay. Now, if you see that these things are there. Now, what happens sometimes client wants that I want each and every word in a different cell. So you can find the loop and say you have say Selenium is there, Python is there, C sharp is there. Now, sometimes what happens, client wants that if there is first word, I have to delete that first word. It all depends on the can say client demands. So we have to know that how to delete first word from every line. So we can delete first word from every line by this method. We will just find the first space and after that we will just substring it.
Okay.
Okay. Now suppose the demands come that for every space, I want to replace that space with underscore. So how can I do that?
Mm. The space. Okay.
Yeah, for every space, I want to replace that. space with the underscore or some sign, but says underscore.
Mm.
Okay. Now the str1 dot, it's a function
Is there a function? Okay.
replace all. Okay. What should be it like? Which I want to replace. Say space. From
Yes. Okay.
which thing I want to replace underscore.
Yes. Mm.
Okay. And again, what will I do? I will should print it. Now if I print it, so it has not replaced it. Why?
Yeah. Why?
So let us say if you see when I doing this, now now it says string regular expression string replacement replaces each substring of this string that matches the given with the given replacement. We are doing the same thing. So why it is not replacing? Now we will tell say replace all and say this one and say this one. Okay. Now if I run this, now again nothing is happening. Why?
Mm.
Again this is your exercise, that why it is not replacing, as you see that it is giving me that replace all will replace each substring of this string that matches the given regular expression. Now suppose if I say replace all and I will say replace all uh, I with say A and see whether it is working or not. Okay, now it is not working again. Okay,
Why is it
so
so? Mm.
that you have to find out. If you see clearly that it is not giving me any error at all,
Yeah.
but
Mm.
still it is not replacing the characters.
Is it
Okay,
because we are not
now
storing in any string?
no, that's not a case. Suppose if I say is and if I say at, okay, we are passing two things and we are going to replace it with that. Say run it again. Now again it is not replacing
Is it
anything.
because we have not assigned this statement to a variable?
Actually, your voice is very much in the breaking mode. What I'm saying, yeah,
Um,
hell, hmm.
should we assign this replace statement to a variable?
Here, or you
Not here
want
in the beginning.
he-
Maybe string str two equal to or something.
here you want to replace something.
Not here in the beginning, in the
Hmm.
start of the statement. Like how you declared a variable and assigned this value. Like
Now,
that,
if you
do we
see
have to
now,
create a string variable and that's
uh, the thing is that the you have to find out why it is not working because it is not giving me any error. You have to find
mm,
out that why it is not working. Just try it and thinking why it is not working. Just think. But don't search in the Google.
no, no, I'm not searching. Actually, I'm not able to get it because it was it should have thrown an error.
Hmm.
Not sure.
Mm, now it says uh, when I say replace all, okay,
Hmm.
it says string regex. What is regex mean?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It says regular expression. Just don't worry about that. It's not a big thing. But now suppose I will say this replace old character with new character. Okay, now if I say here I will, okay, whether it will work or not, I don't know. I'm just trying. And I want you to find out. I know how to do that, but I want you to find out. So again, it is not working. Now if I say single quotes, okay, now it will give you error that
Error.
in the type string is not applicable for the arguments char string. So char character with character. Okay, now if I say suppose I and I want to replace it with the T. Okay, again it will give me an error.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to find a way to replace that particular thing. That
I'm really
how
not sure
to,
about this. I'm just
yeah, yeah, you. That's why this is a can say task for you, that you have to find a way to replace space with you can say your underscore.
mm,
Hmm. Mm. Just think something that
can you guide me,
how
Abhijit?
I want you to try. I know the thing that how to do this, but I want you to try. There is nothing. No, I'm not in a hurry.
Do we have to
Your voice is not audible to me.
run it through a loop?
No, there is nothing there. You can.
Then I'm not sure. I've not done this kind of thing. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know it's a long time, but I
Mm.
want you to just think that why it is not giving. Now, if I say again, it is not giving me any error when I say, sorry, where that goes. I don't know what I have done. Uh, here. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, here. When I say replace all, it says string regular expression.
What is meant by regular expression?
That's why I want you to search for. Now, if I say to which this string is to be matched, see that thing, it is just giving me. Mm,
Which the string is to be matched.
if you say regex, the regular expression to which this string is to be matched, the replacement the string to be substituted for each match.
Hello, Abhijit.
Yeah, yeah, I'm listening. Now, suppose, say, uh, I will say string replace string equal to str1 dot replace all and say I'm replacing I with say z, okay, and say okay. Now if I run this now,
This is what I told you initially. I was asking you, do we have to create a string variable and assign this to that, the statement to that variable?
okay, suppose okay, I know that you are right, but I want so, okay, that's the thing you are saying. Now if I say this space will work,
I think it will, it should work, right? That has
let
worked.
let's try. Okay,
Yeah.
let's work. Okay,
This is
so
what I've been asking you, that
yeah,
do
but
we have to
you
assign
have
it to a value
yeah
and
yeah I
then
know, yeah I know, but you have to tell me that why it is not working for this. If I say
it is doing the
str,
work, but uh,
this will
now
work or
it might
not?
work. This will work because you're assigning that
Okay, so if I run this, so
modified statement to that.
yes, okay,
If you're
so
not assigning that value to anything, I think it is
yes,
not
yes,
getting.
yeah, that's the thing. But the thing is that you have to push me. I know what I know what I'm doing, but I want you to push me. Right now
Okay.
you have the confidence to do, then you should tell me that do it by this way. Just try with this way. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now suppose uh, if I say okay, so this is the thing that we have done with the can say replace all. Okay. Now if I say when I say just a minute. Okay, I will make a new class. Okay, say new. You know post increment and pre increment.
No.
Okay, so I will take my third file. Okay, I will include the main method here as well. Okay, okay, now if I say mm, suppose int I equal to 100. Okay, now I say I plus plus. What this means? This means post increment. Now,
Mhm, yeah, yeah.
What is this post increment? Okay, now if I suppose if I print syso and I will print I, and similarly I will say syso, I will print I plus plus. So, what should it print in both the statements? Or
Both will be 100, right?
no, suppose if I do
Both will be 100.
okay, now it says 100, so it should print. I have increment by 1. It should print 100 or it should print 101 here.
No. Um, First one will be 100.
This one,
No.
but I have
No, both will be
incremented
101 then. Yeah, yeah, both will be
mm,
100 and 1 then.
both will be 101 then, but I have incremented by 1,
Yeah, that is post increment, right? After it prints, then it will increment.
but I have increment here, so it says 101, so it says 101 here, but I have
101.
increment. Okay,
This will be done later.
let's run this. It says 101, 101. So you are right. But suppose if you want to show me that how this thing is going on. Now if I say, I just comment this one. I say int j equal to say 500 and I will add I plus plus. Okay, now say what should be the value of j now?
100.
I have 500 plus I plus plus. So what should be the value of j?
It's 100.
It's 500 or
Yeah,
600?
500 plus 100. Yeah,
Okay, 600 you are saying.
yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, you are right. Now suppose if I say now what should be the value?
No, maybe 601. Yeah, it's maybe 601.
601. You are saying 601.
601. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So this way we will tell that the post increments first uses the value and then increment.
Increments.
Okay. The same way the I minus means that is pre-increment. First it increment the value. Okay. Then it uses. Okay. So these are both. If I say like I minus minus. Now what should be the value of j?
I think it will be 600.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, again 600. And if I just give minus minus I, then
This will be 599.
okay, let's do this.
Same.
Yes. Okay, so you understand about the post increment and pre increment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is a small topic. Now, should I move forward or should I halt here? Depends on you because I can move forward.
Okay. What are the other topics to be
Uh,
covered?
this is the you can say array. Okay, now I want yeah this is the yeah I will move towards array and I will tell you more
Okay.
thing about the string as well. Now this again a small topic. Let's finish that as well. Say I have a string and say this is an example string and it says this is an example. This is part one. Okay. Now what I will do say string result and I will take it in an array and say example string dot split and where I want to split is okay. Now if I say system out, let's say result dot length and one thing I more I say result say 0. So what should it print? This is a array. What I have done, I have split the string. Okay, so let's run this and see what is it giving. Now it says 5
Pitch. Mm.
and th. If I say 1, okay, now if I it will not give me anything. Okay, now what it has done, result dot length. If I say suppose part, you see what is it is doing. Can you tell me what this split method is doing?
Yeah, it is basically stopping with the word that you have given, like before the word.
And when I say 0, it will print all the things which is before this part. If you see, it has taken the space as well.
Okay,
It
yeah.
will
Yeah.
it will print all the things before part.
Mm.
Okay, now if I say this one, so what should it print?
This.
Okay, let's try. You see, it has print this. Okay, so it has taken the first space.
Mm.
Okay, this will be very helpful when we do some the thing which I have given you example before, that I have to take one word. Now where I am uh, counting each and every character, but here what I have done, I have go for the first space. Until that, this will be your new keyword and all other things are in the other keyword. Okay, this is a small thing to for introduction to your array. Now if I say array can be of string, now say string array equal to new string and say 5. Okay, now what we're going to do, say ar 0 and say mango. Then similarly we can add more to this, say okay, say this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, say apple, guava, or you can say grapes. Okay, and say one more, like you can uh, say uh, any fruit name. Say I'm not remembering any fruit name. It can be anything, like say example test, something like this. Okay, now this is a string and I have declared the values in this string array. Okay, now if I want to go loop through this array, so how should I done that? We can iterate through each array, each row in this array. Okay, so
Mm.
how can we do that? Suppose if I want to print all the members which are there in the this array, or you
Uh,
can say,
for, for
mhm,
statement, right?
yeah, we can use the force to print. How can we do that?
For int I equal to
Mm-hmm,
0,
mm-hmm.
I less than or equal to 5, since it has been told
Mm,
already.
no, you don't take it hard code. You have to give it dynamic. Now suppose
Uh,
if it is
Array
not visible to
ARR,
you,
okay. Array dot length.
yes.
ARR dot length.
Okay. Then again I plus plus.
A
Now
plus plus.
now for printing, I will say if I say O, then how to print
ARR of I.
A R R A R R and I. Okay. Now if I run this, it will give me an error.
Duplicate local variable. Okay. So we have already used this.
Okay. Suppose I will take as M M M. Okay. Now if I run this again, I have told you one thing that you have to very careful
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
work.
yeah. Yeah.
It should be
Yes.
less than because
Is
when I
that
started with 1, now if you want to do it equal to, you can do it as well, but you have to start it with 1.
one? Okay.
Again, index 5 is
And
out of range, so you can't do that as well.
yeah, then the first one goes off, right? Mango doesn't get printed.
Yes,
So yeah, the equal to
so
shouldn't be there.
yes, equal to should be there. You cannot start with 1, you have to start with 0.
Hmm.
Or suppose if I want to do it and if I want to start with 1, how can I do this?
Um,
Try it. It's just
when
a
we when we declare itself, we should be giving ARR of 1.
no.
So
No, it will already it will take the starting as 1. It will already start with the 1. If I say 1 here, it will all start with 1. So how can I do that?
what you want me to do? I didn't get it.
Suppose now if I run this, it will give me an error. Index 5 out of bound for length 5.
That's what this equal to has to be removed, right? M less than or equal to M less than.
Okay, okay. You are saying that it should be like this only.
Yeah.
We cannot start with 1.
And we can start. Mango will not be printed then.
Okay. If I start with 1, then no, suppose it starts with 0. Okay. Now it will print down. Now there is any way that I can go with less than or equal to.
4. Length minus 1. No?
You're saying -1.
Hmm.
Okay. Now say yes. Okay. So you are applying your mind. That's a good thing. This is a tricky question. Sometimes what happens, they do that. I don't want to change this, but you can change this.
Hmm. So
Okay.
this is
So
right, is it? This
yeah,
is
yeah,
right.
it is right. Yeah, it's right, but it's not the right approach. You can say
Okay.
because, but suppose there is a tricky question that you can only change this part, you cannot change this situation or this situation. So you can apply -1.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So now if I say this is a string array, so can I store 3 in this?
Maybe inside the double quotes.
But that is a string value. But I want to store integer.
Still you have to give it in double quotes, right? Whatever, if it is string, we have to give whatever value in double quotes.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying this is the drawback of string array, that you
Hmm.
cannot store different types of data in particular array. Like string array cannot store integer value, integer array cannot store string value,
Hmm.
double array cannot store string value, and the boolean array cannot store string value, or you can say vice versa. So this is a drawback. But before looking go to the drawback, there is one more array, or you can say suppose I want to hold multiple values, like here it is username and password as one, but it is holding the single value. How can I hold the multiple value?
Multi-dimensional array, right?
You're saying multi-ways are, so how can I declare that? Multi-dimensional array, there's nothing that multi-dimensional array, but okay.
Is it?
So if you are
I'm
saying
not sure.
something,
I'm really not sure.
if you're saying something that you have to be sure about that, how to declare that particular thing? How can I declare thing? Now it says this is a string array and the new string array. Okay. Now that is known as two-dimensional arrays.
Two-dimensional. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Say string str say 3 equal to new string say 4, sorry, 4 comma 2. Now what is 4 here, what is 2 here? 4,
Number of rows, number of
yeah,
columns.
yes. If I just say 4 rows and 2 columns. Okay. This way you can store multiple values. Like the thing is like I have tell you about that 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 2 0, because the indexing you start with the 0.
Hmm.
That's why I'm not going for the 1 1. I'm saying 0 0. Okay. The indexing you start for 1, so it will not be there. The thing is like 0th row, 0th column, then for the second column it should be 0th column, 0th row first column, then first row
Yeah.
0 column, and first row first column. Similarly, second row 0 column, second row first column, and so on. Okay, I can give the values like what I am saying here, string 3 0 0 equal to say email @gmail.com. Okay, and I will say this is the username and this will be the password. Password is, you can say, P1. You can say U1. Okay, this is your first row. Now I have 4 rows. So similarly, I can say, say 0, 1, 2, 3, and say 2, 3, 4. So this way it will represent this data. Okay, then I can iterate through this string and read each and every column by the for loop, very for loop inside the for loop. I have number of rows, I have number of columns, so for loop inside for loop. Now the problem remains the same, that it cannot store integer value. Okay, so the task for yours that you have to tell me to eradicate this problem, what we should use. Okay, so this is your task. Okay, so Anjana, I think so. We have done some very big part today, and I think so. My speed is a little bit in the fast mode as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is that I have given you the exercise, then you have to tell me to eradicate this problem, what should we use?
Okay.
Okay, and the next thing is that you are coming tomorrow or not.
Tomorrow I'll just check and let you know.
The thing is that do you want to continue, na?
I'll just discuss with my husband and get back to you.
Okay. Now, if you want one more demo class, I can give it to you. But if you don't want to continue, you can tell me right now. I will definitely go for a demo class tomorrow as well. I don't worry about that. But the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is that, yeah, because there are students who want my time as well. Okay.
Tomorrow
So,
I will not be available actually. We are having some plans with family.
okay.
So yeah.
You will let me
About
know.
continuing the class, I'll let you know.
Okay. So, should I message you or you will tell me? Okay.
I
I
will
will
message.
mess.
I'll just check
Okay. I
and
will
let you.
just, yeah, I will just message you. So, you want to class on Saturday or you want to go on the Monday?
Monday. If at all
Okay.
we are continuing, it will be from Monday actually.
Okay. 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 So, should I this upload this video on the YouTube once again?
Can you just send me personally?
Yeah, personally, yeah, I have to upload it on the, you can say, that YouTube channel. So
Okay,
it
no
has
problem.
to be there.
I don't mind.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you want it, then I will definitely send it to you as well. But if you don't want it, I will not upload it then.
Yeah, I thought if it is really necessary to upload, nothing much.
Because if the thing something that you want to revise it, there it's for
Yeah,
that only.
if you
Because
send me, that would be enough. I can
okay,
see
so
my
okay, then I
mistakes.
yeah I will definitely upload it then.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hope to see you on Monday because I think so. I have done reasonably good, but I don't know what you want from your side. But think I have tried to deliver it well from my
One
side.
thing I want to know, like now you're telling me and I'm just listening and seeing.
Hmm.
When will it be like practically doing like myself? When will
Yeah,
I get to?
yeah. After that, when we do some basics, basics will take around 3 to 4, maximum of 5 days. After that, when I go to the Selenium part, we will do some
Okay,
exercise.
that time we'll have
Okay,
hands-on.
yeah, this is because this is a basic because I don't want to be discuss these topics on that day where we going for the Selenium because right now my speed is little bit on the slow side. But when I go on the practice mode, because there are so many things in the practice, this is not a simple thing. It has
Only
many
for
things.
4 to 5 days, Java will be taught.
Yeah,
After that, Selenium.
if because I'm seeing that you are comfortable with Java, so it will be easy for me to complete in you can say less than 5 days, maybe 3 to 4 days. Maybe in the next class I will finish off the you can say basics depending on because I have one concept like inheritance, like something like constructors because that is important topic regarding the you can say interview point of view. But yeah, you have to be clear because most of the things will be done in the inheritance. So you have to be know about what is the inheritance relationship. How can you invoke the constructor? How can you select the particular function? How to use reusable functions? So these are something that I will tell all my students so that there is no problem when we going to use it in the regular way. So there
Okay.
you will not get confused. That's why I'm starting with the basics. Now, if your basics are clear, now if you see that I have asked you that these are two-dimensional array and the one this is a single simple array. Now I want to use string, double, integer, bool in the same. How can I use it? There is something like that as well. So how to use
Okay.
it if if I jump to Selenium directly and I will use it there directly, you will get confused.
No, no, no. I need Java also actually.
That's why
I want
I'm,
Java knowledge also.
yeah, yeah. That's why I'm doing in the basics. You have seen in the can say course that we have started with the basics, and I have told you even I the Java is so big. Even I will told you 3 months, the Java will not end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what the basics are there, the necessary basics I will tell you, not more
Okay.
than that.
Okay.
Okay, so this thing is used wisely, the string thing used widely, you can say. So I will telling you more about the things like the array. To remove this problem, this is string array cannot use integer. This array cannot also use integer. So how to remove that problem? How to use that particular array? Okay, now if you see this public static void, what is this static? What is this void? Why we are using this? How? What are the ways to use this method? Why are we using this? What is static? What is non-static? How to use that? Okay, that all the things will be done in the next 2 or maximum of 3 classes. Then after that we will jump to Selenium.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know that Java is the basic. That's why I have doing the small things. Started with the small things like integer, you can say adding, concatenation, then say remainder. Now I have given you that you have to add odd numbers and even numbers. If you apply your mind there, then your logics will go on the sharp way. So after that, when you start brushing your knowledge again and again, so after 3 to 4 days you will feel more comfortable in doing say practicing Selenium things. But if I directly jump to that Selenium, you will find it difficult.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, because I have done, you can say I have the class in the morning as well. I have 2 classes in the morning. I can jump to that directly. I can do it, but it will difficult for you if you jump to that directly. That's why I am starting with the basics of Java.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I don't know what you're thinking on Monday, but I hope so to see you on Monday.
Yeah, Abhijit. Sure. I'll let you know.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, Anjana, bye. Then take care.
Thank you
Then
so much for the session. It
okay,
was good.
okay, I will definitely send you the link.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, bye, Anjana.
Yeah. Bye.